Hey! Everybody get up! Everybody get up! Yeah, welcome to Anita Vita Rise. Alright, everybody. Welcome. It's Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise. Yeah. Anita Vita Rise. Yeah. Anita Vita Rise. Yeah. Who can make it better? Anita Vita Rise. In all types of weather, Anita Vita Rise. Get you back together, Anita Vita Rise. Go send her a letter, Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise, yeah. Anita Vita Rise, yeah, yeah. Anita Vita Rise.
Welcome to Rise with Anita Vita. I am your host, Anita Vita, master medical Qigong teacher and healer. I am so grateful and thankful you're here with me for another amazing episode. As you know, this show aims to amplify women's voices, have them share their stories so that they are a ripple effect of healing in this world. Now, in full transparency, life happens, and my guest couldn't make it today. And here's the thing. I decided to show up anyway. And in this topic of radical self-love, this is how I show love to myself. How do I radically show love to myself? And so this is going to be a solo show, and I appreciate everybody who's showing up. And here's the reason why I showed up anyway. Because I know you who are tuning in, who's excited, who's inspired, who's looking for something live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, wherever your time zone is, and even catching the replays. I know that y'all depend on me to inspire you, to motivate you, and to be inspired and to receive some amazing love and kindness that's coming from my show, whether it's me by myself or amplified by another guest, right? In these times of uncertainty, in these times of craziness, where do you turn to? And I appreciate you if you are on here and you chose to be here tonight. So I'm just going to take a moment to just say what's up to those who are here. So this is going to be more of an engaging episode as we are live streaming out on StreamYard and Facebook Live. If you're here in the comments, please say hello and let me know where you're tuning in from. What's up? Hey, Christine. Hi, Mike. I see you. What's up, fam? Aubrey, I appreciate you. I see you. And I want to share my definition of radical self-love. And I think I've already started with that. And that is to show up even when it's hard, even when it seems difficult, and even when these last minute things happen. So if you are a content creator, if you are a podcaster, if you are a live streamer like myself, what do you do in those moments of time? Do you just sit back and you freak out and you're like, oh my God, my guest canceled. What do I do? Or do you just show up? And I want you to know that when you are creating content, you always have a message. That's something that I've always stood by, where yes, we take all this time to plan to have a guest on or to have content ready or to be ready to have something available. And I also recognize that in these moments of time where things don't go as planned, and you know life has that for us all the time, where it isn't planned, can we remain in our center? Can we be flexible with where we're supposed to move next? And still understand and recognize that it is meant for you, and it is still the right timing. And as scary as that may sound, to to navigate through those moments. And yes, maybe high stress. And yes, maybe like, well, I'm not prepared. And what's most important anyway is the message you're going to share. And I hope that in this episode with me that you're learning that that's okay. That in those moments where you think you're not strong enough to show up for yourself, you will surprise yourself and you will do it anyway. And if you need help, you're going to seek out help. Like for instance, like today, I get the text and then I was like, okay, I honor that. I understand life happens and I'm flexible for change. And the second thing is in myself, like, do I still want to show up? And I'm like, well, yeah. It has always been my intention to come on here to share a message, whether I am by myself or with a guest, so that your takeaway is something really beautiful that you can apply in your life immediately and be okay with how life unfolds. So yes, I'm still gonna come on, which I'm here, and you know, I'm already camera ready. I'm not gonna waste this look. Who's ever felt that way? Who's ever felt that way? You know, you got your makeup on, you got your message, and you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to shine. I'm ready to share it. And there's some side of you that's like, oh my goodness. Well, what now? I had it all planned out. It was supposed to be this way. And life throws something at you, something even more beautiful to see what's on the other side. And that is, hey, guess what? I'm going to catch you anyway. I'm going to catch you anyway. And there's a lot going on, And hey, Christine, I see you, girl. You needed this. I appreciate you, and I'm grateful that you're receiving this. And I'm getting a bit teary-eyed because it is Women's History Month, and I feel such divine energy rising. If you ever hear divine feminine, sacred feminine, rising, this whole rise, it's because we are being called. Every woman out here right now watching, listening, catching this episode, you have a voice, you have a freaking gift, and guess what? When things are happening in your life, it's being called for you to step up. You are being called. And I see you, especially my team. I see what you're creating in your blogs, in your music, in your TikToks, in your reels. I'm inspired by you too. Trust me, I'm watching. And this isn't called Rise with Anita Vita without a reason. I'm very intentional. Why is that? Because I want you to rise. I love this saying. There's many sayings that come to my heart, and one of my favorite ones is that a rising tide lifts all boats. Because I can't do this together, this mission that I'm on to amplify everybody's voices, in particular women of color, just those whose voices seem to just dim when they feel like they're not good enough, or they're not ready yet, or I need to learn more. Let me be inspired by more other people. You have a platform. And you get to choose. There's never a right time. There's never a right time. You just decide. You decide to be that light. You decide to show up. And this is what it looks like. In this moment, for me, this is what showing up looked like. Am I going to stay quiet? Am I going to be upset? Am I going to be, get in those get in my head about how I judge myself, because that's not what the plan was, and be okay with a plan B or a plan C, because deep inside, you know, you're still supported. And let me tell you, in those moments is where I received the greatest connection, which is now where you all witness me in my tears again. And that's what I love. That's what I love the most, when we can just be authentic and be ourselves, whether we're prepared or not. And so my message to you today is to do that for yourself. To start dreaming about what that mission and what that vision and passion is for you. And the truth is, if you are breathing right now, you get to. Right? We get to. So, I appreciate you, and I thank you for coming on no matter what. You could be doing something else at this time, and you decided, you know what, I'm going to listen to Anita. I'm going to watch her show. I'm going to listen to the episode. And in those moments where I am so deep and dark and in such fear and worry and not enough of myself, I know that when I hear her voice and when I watch her, I know what is possible, and I know what she can bring out of me, because I reflect that too. I'm ready to rise with her. And that's who you are. If you tune in, you are always ready to rise. You're always like up leveling, you know? And there's so much in store for you this season. I'm so grateful and thankful to be here because of you. I wouldn't have a show if I didn't have any of you guys wanting to back me, to be this backbone for this beautiful platform that I know will echo into many, many, many time zones and dimensions in the present moment as we create this beautiful time together. That it's always so beautiful, and that you deserve it. So I'm going to take a quick break and just share these message of thanks to those who are sponsoring and being present with us today for me to keep this beautiful platform going. And we'll be right back. What's up, family? I am Anita Vita, Master Medical Qigong teacher and healer. I believe that nurses deserve to be nurtured as much as they give. As a high-performing woman myself, I coach women how to overcome chronic gut pain so that they have total freedom in their life through their practice of medical Qigong. In 2011, while working as a nurse in the post-anesthesia unit, I experienced severe burnout, and it expressed itself as IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome. Discovering this practice allowed me to eradicate this gut disease completely and naturally through meditation alone. The slow, mindful movements of medical Qigong are potent and transformational, recalibrating your cellular structure by cultivating your body's natural energy and healing source called Qi. Today, I coach and empower women to achieve the same result through private and group programs, workshops, and retreat experiences to awaken you to your truth and be the highest version of yourself. If you're still in pain, you've tried everything, and you're sick and tired going from doctor to doctor with only prescriptions and strict diets as solutions, fear no more, my friend, because you have found me. Send me a message right now at anita@nacionvita.com, and we'll get you to rise out of that pain, guaranteed.
Mafe Management is a company dedicated to empowering individuals and businesses in entertainment, special events, talent management, content creation, digital and traditional marketing, and public relations, in working together to turn their dreams into reality. Get one step closer to elevating yourself and your business by contacting
hello@mafemanagement.com.
Let us empower you.
Now let's get back to the show. So, I'm glad I flowed with this anyway, and that I trusted myself to move forward anyhow, right? Regardless of what's happening in front of you. I would love to leave you with this. That in times of struggle and in times of when you're not feeling like you believe in yourself, remember that when you take the action step, when you hit the record button, when you say yes, because in your heart you're already feeling a yes, and not block the answer, because you, most times than not, you guys, when you ask yourself, oh, am I gonna just do this, or can I do this, it's always gonna be a yes. It's always the ego side where it's like, oh no, because this happened, and it feels like so jarring, right? Like really traumatic. And in every level, we all go through it, no matter what level you're in. Trust. Love yourself enough to trust that whatever you put out is still meant to be. Still meant to be. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is me, like, you seeing that I am not perfect. And I'm not going for perfection. And in past episodes, you've heard and recognized that every person will tell you it's progress. Can you find it within yourself to say yes anyway? And to shine anyway? And I will tell you, it's those parts of ourselves that we relate to the most and that we fall in love with. So, with that being said, I hope you really enjoyed the message that I've shared in this episode today, and that you're ready to just take on the world no matter what situation you are in, whether that's something you're not so excited about yet, or you're receiving insights to reflect, which is a perfect time as the new moon carries over, today, because it was yesterday, and to look inside of yourself and know and recognize that you are more than you ever think you are. You're always going to be greater. There's always something greater inside of yourself that's willing to push forward, to evolve, to up level, to be more, and that's okay. And that's okay. And hey, if you need accountability, you know where to find me. You know where you can receive more wisdom. You know where you can have more depth within yourself to bring that out of yourself. And we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep rising. We're going to keep bringing more inspiration and motivation to the world. And guess what? That's going to be forever. That's going to be forever. So as always, fam, I appreciate you being here. I look forward to always inspiring you and connecting with you. And if you received value today, please share it with somebody that you love. Continue to like, subscribe, and connect with me. And I look forward to seeing you next week. As always, everybody, I root for your rise. Have a good night, everyone.